Try that again. All right. We want to welcome you guys to the Travorium overview. We are fired up to be here tonight. I am Todd. This is my incredible wife, Ms. Gina. And we are here to outline for you how this company has absolutely changed our lives. I mean, this is beyond, you have to pinch yourself. I mean, it's kind of one of those breathtaking kind of experiences. And our company is doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. And I believe the documentation beats conversation. We're going to outline all those specific details, give you the nitty gritty of how this whole thing happened for us, how it's happening for countless other people that we know, how it's growing like wildfire every single day, and how this can happen for you. And so if you're somebody who likes to travel and you'd like to travel for less, you'd like to earn travel at for virtually nothing. And if you like the idea of maybe making some money, showing other people how to save money on travel, this is the place you want to be. And so with that, without any further ado, I want to turn this over to my incredible co-host, Ms. Gina Strand. Take it away.
Well, thank you, Todd, and welcome to all of our guests tonight. My name is Gina Strand, and along with my husband, Todd, we are coming to you live from Southern California. And we are super excited to be here with you to share all about our amazing travel company. And for our guests, we're going to show you tonight how you can travel more, travel better, and travel for less when you choose to join us. You know, there's a big secret in the travel industry, and most families don't realize that they can stay at 4- and 5-star resorts and pay up to 70% off the retail fees, which is travel agent rates, without tapping into their family budget. And that is something that is really huge. You know, for Todd and I, it started when our daughter got a Division I softball scholarship to play back in Illinois. And with us living in Southern California, you can imagine it got pretty expensive following her around the country. So we already knew the owner, and he told us that we needed to test the product. And as we did, we realized we were saving 40 and 50% off, sometimes 30 and sometimes 70% off our hotels. So we continue to share our story with other parents of, sports kids and our friends and family, and our team continued to grow. And before we joined Travorium, we only knew one person outside the United States, and she lives in Canada. But as we continue to share our story, our business spread to over 60 countries. And it was about 14 months ago that I was able to walk away from my over 6-figure corporate job of 20 years. And my husband and I today, we get to travel together and continue to show other families how they can do the same for us. And on the screen here, our name of our company is Travorium. And these are our CEO and founders, Mr. and Mrs. David and Adela Hart. They have a combined 30 years of experience in both traditional businesses and direct sale businesses. David Hart was also runner-up or a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year at the age of 24, and that was with Inc. magazine. Now, our company just entered into its 11th year in business, and we are debt-free and have paid millions and millions of dollars out in commissions. We have spread to over 63 countries, and we have customer service in multiple languages. So the goal of our company is to show people how they can travel at the travel agent rate and save up to 70% off, how they can earn travel points for vacations, and also, if they so choose, turn passion into profits and turn this into a business. You know, travel is the single largest industry in the world. It's the one thing that everybody wishes and wants to do if they have time. And if you were to take a poll with your friends and family and say, what's the number one thing on your bucket list? And they would say, well, travel. So then you ask them, well, why aren't you traveling? And they say they just simply can't afford it. So our company has turned what was once unaffordable into affordable, and we show you how you can start making your dreams come true today. My husband's going to go on and dig right in and show you all about our amazing product.
Yeah, and going back and just touching on that, again, when you ask people, hey, if you had all the time, all the money in the world, what would you do? Number one answer, I would travel. And when we talk about saving people money and travel, we do it in all of the normal arenas. So we talk about saving up to 70% on hotels, resorts, saving up to 50% on car rentals, saving on cruises and, by the way, excursions, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, shopping, dining, all kinds of different ways that we help people save money and travel. And by the way, this article here came out just last month, Fortune magazine. Not only is travel the single largest industry in the world, but 2/3 of the global population that who are just now beginning to earn, hit their peak earning years. This is the millennials and Gen Z. And so they're ages 11 to age 42. That represents 2/3 of the global population between ages of 11 and 42. 42 are hitting their peak earning years. The 11-year-olds won't even be there for 30 years, right? And so what it means is that for this group of people, they don't view travel as a luxury. They view it as a necessity. They view this as an important budgetary item. They want experiences more than things. They would take a dream vacation before buying a couch or a car. So what that tells you that not only is travel the biggest in the industry, but for the next 50 years, 2/3 of the global population is going to be traveling twice as much. This is an industry that's about to explode. And when you can show people how to do the one thing that they've been dreaming of doing at a price they never knew was possible, and I'm going to get to those details, you can imagine why this has created so much excitement. Now, the dirty secret in the travel business is the fact that two companies control the entire space. They control the traffic, therefore they dictate the price. It is not the hotel dictating the price. It is Expedia and Priceline dictating the price because they own all of the sites you can think of and they control all of the traffic. And I'm going to play a video from you. This comes from NBC News Los Angeles. They broke the story about 18 months ago. And most people, when they see this, like, oh my gosh, I never knew that. But the video speaks for itself. Here we go.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of one or two companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company.
Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time. And Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you.
And calling the hotel directly won't help you either because they're afraid to undercut Expedia and Priceline's price. Because if they undercut Expedia and Priceline will kick them off their platform. There goes all their traffic, there goes all their business. They're not about to slit their own throat. So let me give you a specific example. This is our daughter here on the screen. She's an oral surgeon in Pennsylvania. That's her husband. He's a dentist. And so, the two very professional incomes. They got married not that long ago, want to take their honeymoon to the Maldives, want to get one of those private bungalows like you see on the screen. You can jump off your own back deck straight to the ocean. Well, on Expedia's website, this place goes for $10,000. On our site, exact same day, exact same room, exact same everything, it goes for $6,000. That is $4,000 less than Expedia. And every once in a while, I get people say, well, come on, Todd, Expedia, that's a huge company. How are you guys getting a better rate than them? To which I reply, we don't have a better rate than them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to market up to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy up every other travel site you can think of so that when you price shop, all you see are prices that say 10 grand. And then if you call the hotel, they're not about to undercut Expedia. They'll be slitting their own throat. They're like, yeah, Expedia said 10 grand. Yeah, that's right, 10 grand. And that's how the travel game works, folks. How do you think these guys became a top 10 internet company in the world? If you Google this, top 10 internet companies in the world, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all the usual suspects, companies making billions and billions and billions every single month. And on that list of the top 10 in the world, here's Expedia and Priceline. Now, remember, they don't own anything travel related. They don't have a hotel. They don't have a cruise line. They don't have a resort. They don't even have a car rental agency. How are they making billions and billions and billions every month, just like Google and Facebook? Oh yeah, that's right, because they own a monopoly. And when you get rid of all of that markup, when you can book at the travel agent rate, then you're paying $11.48 instead of $17.97. You're paying $6.65 instead of $13.07. You're booking and you're saving a bloody fortune. Now, as good as all of that is not what made us big. What made us big is what I'm about to show you next. This is our Dreamcation platform. This is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how to have an unbelievable, mind-blowing kind of vacation every single year. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our #1 seller by far, not even close. With the platinum, you're getting 3 actual vacations per year. You're going to get 2 vacations you can buy with points, and you're going to get 1 vacation that does not require points. Now, don't let the points get you messed up. People get up, again, you're getting 3 trips. I don't care how you spend the points. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. Again, you're going to get 3 trips. And I'm about to show you the kinds of trips that you can go on. This is Cabo San Lucas, right? We have all kinds of resorts in Cabo. This is just one of them. You can go down there for 7 nights, 8 days. This is one of your 3 trips. And you can go down there for nothing. You just trade in your points and go. And oh, by the way, you do got to pay the tax on it. It's like $50, $60, whatever that is, right? But you can go down there again, 7 nights, 8 days, trade in the points. You have enough points for 2 trips like this per year. And you get 1 trip that doesn't require points. Maybe you'd rather go to the Canary Islands. Now, for some of you, you may not be familiar with the Canary Islands, but you're probably familiar with the Hawaiian Islands. The Hawaiian Islands are the rugged volcanic islands out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The Canary Islands are the rugged volcanic islands out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Exact same weather, exact same palm trees, exact same gorgeous, 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 but the Canary Islands are a fraction of the cost. If you've never been there, they're owned by Spain off the northern coast of Africa. My wife and I were there last year at this time. It's absolutely amazing. You can go there 7 nights, 8 days for nothing, right? Just pay the tax, $50, $60, whatever that is. This is one of your 3 trips you're getting every year. Maybe you want to go to Disney and you want to get a 1-bedroom. You got a full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV, fireplace, jacuzzi tub, and the master suite. Now it's the honeymoon suite, right? This kind of place. You're there right outside of Disney. And it's only $84 after you trade in your points. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money on travel, at that moment, you are now earning more than you're spending in our compensation program, which means that this is no longer coming off your credit card. This is no longer costing you money on an ongoing basis. So you can take those travel points that cost you nothing, and you could turn them in for these kinds of vacations. That's what's creating the excitement. That's what my wife was referring to a moment ago when she was talking about showing moms and dads how to go on incredible vacations without tapping into the current family budget. Now, let me give you one more example. This is a trip that my wife and I took not that long ago. We took this trip down to Cabo San Lucas. And again, I got a video here. We'll let the video do the speaking for us. Okay, guys, we are here on a Travorium getaway. We are in Cabo San Lucas at a place called Garza Blanca. Now, they just built this place in the last 2 years, brand new 5-star property. By the way, say hi, Miss Gina.
Hi.
And we are here at this incredible resort for absolutely nothing. Why? Because we got involved with the membership. And the membership allows you to book travel for up to 70% off the regular way. By the way, they got an infinity pool up there. We'll be shooting some video from there later on. But the membership allows you to save huge on travel. Well, you also get to earn points every single month. Well, if you tell 3 other people how to save big time money on travel, you get to earn your points for free. Well, my wife has an account. She told 3 people. I have an account. I told 3 people. So between the 2 of us, we're earning 500 points per month. Well, this particular location only costs 1,300 points to come down here for 7 nights, 8 days for absolutely nothing. Membership has its privileges. So again, guys, that's just one of the many trips that we've taken all over the world. And right here on the screen here, I actually took these pictures with my mobile phone from the back office. This is the navigation system for our getaways. Now, there's 480,000 getaways. There's no blackout dates. There's no contracts. You can book 365 days out of the year. Now, you can see the menu. You can go to the United States, Mexico, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, Australia, South Pacific, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, Middle East. Where do you want to go? Now, each of those menus opens up and you start getting into the specific cities you might want to go to within those respective countries. So here's an example for the United States. You can see Connecticut, Delaware, and then I opened up Florida. Well, this is Florida Disney, Florida Other, Florida East Coast, Florida West Coast, Florida Panhandle. I mean, where in Florida do you want to go? Well, just in the Disney area alone, that's the 4th slide all the way over to the right. I did a search on May 15th, 2023, just in the Disney area alone. And for that particular date search, 64 different places came up. And so people are like, yeah, was it hard to get a room? There's 64 places in Disney alone, 480,000 weeks. There's no blackout dates. There's no contracts. There's no hoops, no loops. If you don't like it, cancel anytime you wish. But again, we're showing moms and dads how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do without tapping into the family budget. And again, if I'm going to say this slightly different, I try to kind of paint that big picture for people, right? How many moms and dads dream of taking their kids on incredible vacations? How many? And you're like, well, all of them. I mean, what mom and dad wouldn't dream of that, right? So there's no lack of dreams. There's only a lack of finances. And so everyone's dreaming of going someplace, but they don't have the money. Then you come along and say, hey, by the way, you can book at the travel agent rate. You can book for up to 70% off. And if you tell 3 other moms and dads how they can save huge money on travel, well, guess what? Your membership's no longer coming off your credit card. You can take all of those points and turn those in for vacations for virtually nothing all over the world. And mom says, wait a minute, hold on. I can join this thing and save huge. And if I tell 3 other moms, my kids are getting vacations, be right back. Why didn't you say so? That's why we're spreading, guys, all over the place, right? It's simply showing people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do. Now, in addition to the 480,000 getaways, we also happen to have about 100 world tours. Now, what are those? Those are where all of us go to the same resort at the exact same time. Now, you don't have to interact with all of the other people that are there. You and your family go do your own thing. And I don't even know those people, right? But for a lot of us, when you go to the same place at the same time and you get to meet other like-minded people from all over the world, I mean, from all kinds of different countries, all kinds of different languages, right? We're all part of the same Travorium family. You're like, oh my gosh, you're from Belgium, or you're from Dubai, you're from Germany, you're from the Netherlands, you're from Madagascar, you're from Peru, you're from, you're from, I was about to say Solomon Islands or Papua New Guinea. I mean, a lot of you are like, where's that at? I mean, but how cool would it be when you can go back? Yeah, I got friends in Papua New Guinea. But yeah, that's just off the coast of New Zealand. Like, who are you, James Bond? I mean, how do you have friends all over the world? Because I'm part of this travel thing. But when you get to go there, and it's one thing to go to Dubai, right? And this is Dubai. And if you go here, it's a 5-star resort, okay? Your waterfront property, 5-star, breakfast included for 3 people. You're going to be here 6 days for $99. Now, again, it's one thing to be in Dubai. How incredible is that? I'm at this 5-star resort. How amazing is that? For $99. How unbelievable is that? But I'm here with like-minded people. And when I leave, I got all these brand new friends. You're going to have people that you're hugging. Love you, man. I mean, you're going to create memories that last a lifetime. And you're going to forge friendships that will transcend continents, right? So Dubai, $99. Most of our world tours include breakfast. And when I say breakfast, when I went to the one in Athens, they had 7 different serving stations. They had endless mimosas, all the champagne you want to drink. They had a whole coffee bar with the baristas, right? They had chocolate that was being melted coming down the wall over by the pancakes, French toast, and waffles, right? They had 3 tables of dessert. I've never seen so many desserts at breakfast in my entire life. They got the chefs that make up the eggs, the bacon, the sausage, any way you want. They got a whole salad thing and the European with the olives. I mean, it was insanity. I mean, by the time you're done with breakfast, it's like Thanksgiving. You're not needing lunch, okay? So breakfast is included at almost all the places I'm about to show you. So let's click through these pretty quickly. Cartagena, Colombia, only $199. How about Montego Bay? Now, this is all the food, all the drinks, alcohol or otherwise, everything included, 5-star resort, ocean front for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. How about going to Portugal, $249? Puerto Vallarta, all the food, all the drinks, everything included, $29 after you trade in your points. What did those points cost you? Nothing. If I told 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money and travel. Who wants to go to Puerto Vallarta with their kids for $29, right? Now, by the way, if you don't have the 29, get with whoever invited you to be here tonight. They will loan it to you. I say that jokingly to point out we are removing every barrier you can possibly think of that stands between you and your family, creating the memories that last a lifetime. How about Las Vegas, Nevada? They just built this place in the last few years. It's the $4.5 billion. I'm going to say that again. $4.5 billion 5-star resort. And you can come here for a total price of $76. I mean, guys, you can't even stay at the Roach Motel where they steal your towel for $76, but you could be at the 5-star in Vegas, right on the strip. How about going to Rome? My wife and I were here last year, going to the Vatican, going to the Colosseum, Palestine Hill. I mean, we were there, and you're seeing the very ruins of Rome. I mean, the walls that stood at the time when Paul was writing over half of the New Testament. He was in prison there in Rome, and half of the New Testament was being written. Those very walls that stood when Paul was inking part of the Bible, they still stand today. You're literally walking back in history. Malaga, Spain, my good friend Carmen Conde became a 3-star director today in our business. A way to go, Carmen. Only $32 to go here, breakfast included, oceanfront room, guys. That is your view. Again, $32. How about going to Morocco for $9? Maybe you want to go to Copenhagen in Denmark. My wife and I'll be here in 2 weeks, right, for $144. Vail, Colorado. Now, you see the price of $852, but you may not realize just how unbelievable a deal that is. Okay, when you go to Vail, Colorado, this is December 12th through the 17th, right before Christmas, okay? I mean, you got the mountains covered in snow. Everybody wants to go snow skiing, right? They all want that beautiful, gorgeous town that's outlined in Christmas lights with the cookie stores and the coffee shops and all the little, the cafes and pubs and bars. I mean, people dream of going here. This is the time everybody's going here. I looked it up on Expedia. This place was like $3,700, $852 with us, right? How about going to Lake Geneva? Look at your view in the upper right-hand corner. That is your view of that lake. I mean, incredible, $300. You want to go to Punta Cana. We took our oldest daughter, our son-in-law, grandkids here. They still talk about this place. Paris, France. I'm going to be there literally this time next week. I'll be standing in Paris, France. Somebody else will be on this Zoom because it'll be 3 a.m. my time. Anyway, I'll be here next week. We're taking our youngest daughter, our son-in-law, our granddaughter. They've never been there, never get tired of Paris. How about Venice, Italy for $1? My wife and I were here back in March, and we didn't go on the world tour. We got an amazing deal on the travel portal, save 60% on a room. But with the world tour, you're going to be at a 5-star resort, okay? Breakfast included, and you're going to get the water taxi. Now, I had to pay for the water taxi myself. You may not realize you land at the airport. You don't get in a regular taxi. You get in a boat. You get in the water taxi. The water taxi is $176 each direction. It's $350 just in water taxi. You're here at a 5-star resort, breakfast included, water taxi included for $1 after trading in your platinum points. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people, then guess how much those platinum points are costing you? You got the answer. They're costing me nothing, not coming off my credit card. Athens, Greece, we were here again back in March. Absolutely incredible. Hawaii, my good friends, Jill Maria Roberts just got back. I know that Keith Brown was there. Gary Thompson was there. I mean, on the beaches of Hawaii for $100 a day. Crete, Greece, all the food, all the drinks, $319. Guys, this is just a fraction of the world tours we have. I'm just trying to give you a taste of the kinds of places that you can go. Now, your first decision is, hey, do I want to be someone who wants to make money in this business? Do I want to be someone who can refer 3 other people? And if I do, well, then I got to pay the one-time per year $79 fee. That gives me my replicated website, my back office, my training, my ID number, all those kind of things, right? I'm now in business, which means I can write off my house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment. You're going to find out that with the home business, I encourage you to Google this. Google home business tax deductions. Go to Amazon, type that in. There's all kinds of best-selling books that you can buy. Go to your local tax professional and say, hey, how can I set myself up to maximize the deductions correctly? And you're going to find out the average person can save $400 to $500 a month in taxes for simply having a home-based business that you run with an intention for a profit. Guys, this is about making money, not spending money. The tax savings alone are going to put hundreds of dollars per month in your pocket if you're doing things the correct way. Again, whose side are you on? Now, at $79, I'm a partner. From there, choose your level of membership. Do I want the small? Do I want the medium? Or do I want the one that everyone actually buys? So the small is $49 a month, allows me to book at the travel agent rate. The medium, it's $129 down, $69 a month. I get to book at the travel agent rate, and I'm getting basically 1 vacation per year. And then there's the one that everybody actually buys. And that's our platinum. That's $249 down, $125 a month. I'm getting the travel agent rate. I'm getting enough points to go on 2 trips per year. Plus I get 1 trip that doesn't require points. I'm on 3 actual vacations per year with that membership. Again, all 3 memberships. If I get someone at the same level of membership or higher, at that moment, I'm earning more than I'm spending, getting those travel points. They ain't coming off my credit card because I'm earning more than I'm spending. And every month I'm collecting those travel points at no ongoing cost to me and turning those in for vacations that are creating the memories that last a lifetime. Now, let me walk you through the comp plan. Again, it starts by getting 3 people. And when you tell 3, they tell 3, that kicks in that social sharing ripple effect. Now, most of you have already done this. You just didn't get paid for it. And you're thinking like, when did I do this? Well, are you on Facebook or Instagram? Yeah. Well, how did Facebook and Instagram get 3 billion users when they've never, ever run an advertisement on television or a radio or a magazine? How do you get 3 billion users when you've never once advertised? And you think back, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. I invited my friends, and my friends invited their friends, and their friends invited their friends, and their friends invited their friends. That made Mark Zuckerberg one of the 10 richest men in the world. Now, did he share the money with the very people that brought him all the customers? He did not. Does he even send you a Christmas card? He does not. He just says, thanks for the billions. Have a nice day. I mean, he kept that money. Is it more noble for a company who keeps the money? Or is it more noble for a company that says, wait a minute, hold on. You brought us a ton of customers, right? Hey, hold on. We're going to put some jingle in your jangle. Thank you for bringing us that business. It's more noble for the company that wants to share the money with the very people that brought them the business, right? Well, guess what? The number one thing shared on social media is travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump, right? I mean, when someone's on vacation, you're going to know about it. I mean, they're posting pictures every 2 minutes. Here we are at the airport. Here we are by the statue, right? I mean, every 2 minutes they're putting stuff out there. And so travel is easy to talk about. Now, I'm just going to give you a story here about this amazing couple out of Memphis, Tennessee, because I think it illustrates our comp plan completely. So here's this couple. They were in a place where they didn't want to be. Deborah was unemployed and struggling financially. Guy had some health issues. They were both pastors, by the way. So this is Pastor Guy and Pastor Deborah Taylor. But they love to travel. And so Deborah signed up first. She went, told 3 people. Well, guess what, right? Earning more than I'm spending, got all the travel points coming in, ain't coming on my credit card. And she's turning those into amazing vacations all over the world. Her husband, Guy, says, man, I'm going to do the same thing. Got his own account. Got 3 people. Guess what? Now they got 6 trips between the 2 of them. So they're living in resorts, visiting home. Guy, because he had that clever name Guy, he went by Travel Guy and she was Travel Girl. And they were just having the time of their life. And Deborah got her business to about $3,000 a month. Guy got his business to about $2,000 a month. And then heartbreakingly, those health challenges caught up with Pastor Guy, and he went to be with the Lord. And although Pastor Guy was no longer here, although he was gone, that check remains. That $2,000 per month check, that doesn't go away just because he did. That check keeps coming in every single week. This is willable, inheritable, sellable. And so that check now goes to his wife, Deborah, and then she gave it to the grandkids. Well, all of those customers below, Pastor Guy, they all had an incentive to tell 3 people, right? Why do you want to tell 3 people? Because I'm earning more than I'm spending. I'm getting those travel points in coming off my credit card. Man, my kids are going on vacations, right? And so they all had an incentive to tell 3 people. Well, they told a few who told a few. Well, 21 months after Pastor Guy had passed away, his check had gone from $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year, to somewhere in the $100,000 per year neighborhood because he became an ambassador. Think about that. He increased his income by $75,000 per year. And he's not even here. 75 grand, that's more than the average American household even makes. And that was just the increase. He's about to become a 1-star ambassador, which means his income is going to go up another $30,000 to $40,000 a year. I mean, the check is still going up, right? And so most people, that's not how it works in the place where I work. Most of you only know one way of making money, and that's linear, which means that if I don't go to work, I don't get paid. If I get sick, I don't get paid. If I get hurt, I don't get paid. If there's another pandemic and they tell me to stay home, I don't get paid. If they can find someone that'll do the job for less money than me, I don't get paid. If they can embrace technology or artificial intelligence and replace me, I don't get paid. They might as well call this the I don't get paid economy, because that's the economy most people are living in. But that's not the case for Guy. Guy's been gone, 25 months, 26 months. The guy's not only getting paid, he's getting massive pay raises, right? I mean, whose side are you on? And so people are learning there's new ways, new models that are coming out that are superior to the old model. The old model of go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. No one's believing that anymore. The fastest growing segment of our economy are people that are doing the gig economy. They're getting the side hustle going. They're driving Uber and doing Lyft and picking up groceries and doing DoorDash, and they're selling stuff on eBay or Amazon or doing YouTube videos or podcasting. I mean, everyone's trying to get this side hustle going because the old model ain't getting it done. And there is nothing better than what we're doing, because the one thing everybody wants to do is travel. So, by the way, just so you know, this is not just my opinion. This is Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man in the world, who says if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. Again, they're not teaching that in school. Why is that not being taught to every kid in high school, every kid in college? They're not being taught that. They're being taught, go to work. If you don't work, you don't get paid. That's not what the billionaires teaching, right? The broke people do that, right? People that make money have sources of income that come in that are not dependent upon their day-to-day efforts. By the way, John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men that ever lived, said the same thing, slightly different. I'd rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort, okay? So with that, let's get into the comp plan. So our comp plan is a binary meaning 2. That means you can recruit 2 people. If you were to go out there and let's say you recruit Julie, and let's say that you go out there and you recruit Frank, right? I know we got Frank on here tonight, brand new guy. I'm pretty excited about you, Frank. I know that you're going to do big things with our company. I'm glad you're back. But anyway, so you got Julie on the left, Frank on the right. And let's say that you then bring on a 3rd person and you put that 3rd person below Julie. Well, let's say that the 3rd person you bring on happens to be Hope. Well, Julie doesn't know Hope and Hope doesn't know Julie. But if Hope goes out there and builds a big old business, which she's beginning to do, right? Julie's going to benefit just as much as Hope in the daily compensation program. So you're in business for yourself and not by yourself. You're building 2 legs straight down. Well, let's say that Frank then brings on his buddy, Maximo. Well, Maximo goes below, Frank. And the next person he puts in, you're going to put down below that person, right? Just build the 2 lines straight down, okay? So when you get 3 people, you heard me say you're earning more than you're spending. When you get 3 people, you're earning $4.10 per day, which means that you're earning $127 per month. Out of that $127, they're going to take your $125 monthly membership, leaving you a $2 per month profit. So when you get 3 earning more than you're spending, right? This ain't coming off your credit card. This is no longer costing you anything on an ongoing basis, but you still got those travel points that you're turning into amazing vacations. Now, I'm going to assume you bring on a 4th person because I want to keep the legs even, right? 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And let's assume that your 4 people go out there and tell a couple of people each. That gives you 8 on the left, 8 on the right. You're now earning $400 to $700 a month in income. Let's assume those 8 people tell a couple people each. Gives you 25 on the left, 25 on the right that are platinum customers. You are now earning ballpark $2,000 a month in income. Well, let's assume those 25 on the left, 25 on the right, tell a couple of people each. Well, that gives you 63 on each side that are platinum members, platinum customers, and you are now earning ballpark $3,000 per month. Again, an extra $30,000 to $40,000 a year part-time. I mean, this is life-changing kind of money because you still got your regular JOB. This is just extra money. Well, let's assume those 63 on each side, tell 1 person each. Well, that makes you a 4-star director. You are now earning $4,000 to $5,000 a month, an extra $50,000 to $60,000 a year. And let's assume that just half of the 125 on each side, just half, tell 1 person each. Well, guess what? You are now an ambassador, which is to say that you are now earning 100,000 plus in income, right? Now, the company just gave us a huge raise that's not even reflected here on the screen. That would raise the income to a lot of ambassadors will be $10,240 a month, $122,000 per year. And guys, we got people like Tatiana that did this in 8 months. We got people like Larissa Berg that did it in 9 months. We got people like Keith Brown who's going to do it in 6 months. We got people like Cynthia Sly who did it in 6 months. We got people like Eager who did it in 5 months. I mean, I'm not suggesting you're going to do it as quickly as they did it, right? But they've all built 6-figure residual income in ballpark 6, 7, 8 months. Well, if they did it in 6 months, could you do it in 60 months? Right? I mean, I don't know you. I don't know your mix of skills, right? Everyone's results are going to vary. This is a business. It's based on what you do. But what I do know is that if some people are doing it in 6 months, it's obviously something that's doable if you make that mental decision to go to work and do this. And again, this is residual ongoing income. And as they continue to build their team, this can go all the way up to $3,200 a day, over $1 million per year. Absolutely incredible money. And of course, we have a lot of other perks and benefits that are involved with our company, starting with our Louis Vuitton experience. And again, this is part of the motto of our company, giving people experiences that, quite frankly, they would probably never have if it wasn't for our company. And so rather than me tell you about that, my lovely wife has been through the Louis Vuitton experience multiple times, got to be there with some of the team members we have all over the world and watch them get to go through the experience. And so it's incredible, by the way, whether you're doing it yourself or it's even better when you're watching your team get to have the exact same experience. So Miss Gina, tell everybody what the Louis Vuitton experience is all about.
Well, I would absolutely love to. So the Louis Vuitton experience was created by one of our co-founders, Mrs. Adela Hart, and there she is on the screen right there. You'll see the Louis Vuitton staff greeting her and Mr. Hart as we're all arriving. This particular experience was last year in Paris, France. And the Louis Vuitton experience, when you become an ambassador, you get to participate in this wonderful, wonderful first class experience. So as you can see coming up here, you'll see us all being escorted out of the limousine van that we were brought over by. And David and Adela do attend with us. Pretty amazing that we're all walking straight into the store. And as you can see, there's people all around. And in a moment, you're going to see a line of people waiting to get in that's over an hour long, and it wraps around the building. But it was so awesome for the staff of Louis Vuitton to, be waiting and escorting us and welcoming us. And it made us just feel so amazing. And also, as we're getting off this van, you see all of the people off the street start taking pictures because they're wondering who we are, that we get to bypass that long line you just saw there. So once we get inside Louis Vuitton, they take us up to the 4th story. And it is a private showroom that we get to all, visit with. And they're serving us champagne, sparkling water, cappuccinos, macaroons, some other, delicious chocolates. And then we are assigned a shopping specialist. And that specialist takes us one-on-one and kind of takes us on a tour around Louis Vuitton and also wants to know what we're looking for. They spend amazingly one-on-one time with us. Once we're done with our shopping experience, we all gather back up in that showroom, and it's just a first-class, world-class experience that I can't wait for everyone to be a part of.
Yeah, and so again, for everybody out there, again, this is about giving people experiences they would never have. So we're describing Louis Vuitton, but also understand even on the travel. We're talking about traveling all these places and traveling for, low money, but understand you're going to 5-star resorts. I mean, the kind of places that most people never get to go to. I remember we were in Vegas, a few years ago. We were at a place that, again, the rooms go for $600-700 a night. We had the panoramic room view. It takes a special key, special elevator just to get up there. And you walk in the room and you push one button, and not only do the lights go on, but the shears and the drapes rip open like it's the opening night of some kind of a production. They have windows that go from the floor to the ceiling. And when you look out the windows, the entire Las Vegas Strip was right there beneath your feet. I mean, all the lights, the hustle, the bustle, you can see the mountains that surround all of Las Vegas. I mean, the view was absolutely breathtaking. And again, the rooms can be $600-700 or more dollars per night. Now, how many moms and dads go to Vegas? Hey, let's go stay at the $700 night room. No, I mean, they're over at Circus. I mean, they're at the Roach Motel or some other place, right? I mean, they're at a place because they're trying to save their money for other stuff. But with our company, for less money than the Roach Motel, you can go have these experiences that, quite frankly, most people never had. And the Louis Vuitton's an extension of that same idea where, I mean, again, you pull up and you got people waiting an hour to get in the place, and half the staff is out front waiting just for you. And then they take you inside, escort you in. I mean, this is like a story from a movie, right? Well, in addition, we've got our ambassador vacation, and this happens every single year. And you don't want to miss an ambassador vacation. These are amazing, right? They even give us airfare credit, right? I mean, they give us airfare credit. They've rented yachts and jet skis and razors and dune buggies, and we've done crazy stuff. They're a lot of fun. Massages every day. I mean, incredible. You get to override the company every single month. You become a 3-star ambassador. They start handing out $8,000 watches. In fact, we were at a shopping mall just last night, and my grandson, he's 9 years old. He happens to have a flair for the finer things in life, right? And so, my wife Gina was shopping, and we're kind of like, we're waiting, right? Anyway, said, hey, you want to go check out some of the watches? Yeah, can we do that, Papa? So we go into the Breitling store, right? And the Breitling people, they were so amazing. I mean, they pulled out all the watches. They treated him like he was a real customer. He's 9, and they were getting it all shined up for him, right? They had the thing there, letting him look at it and all that kind of stuff. In fact, I can show you guys a picture. Here he is. So here he is at the store last night, right? And he's like, Papa, you believe that's a $10,000 watch? I'm like, buddy, my company gave me an $8,000 one just recently, right? I mean, so again, we're giving people experiences that they probably just never have, right? But again, it's a lot of fun, guys. Everything's in place. When me and Gina joined, I mean, our whole goal was to save money and travel. We had great rates, but we didn't have what we're describing to you today, right? I mean, this has all come just recently. And in fact, we made some of the big announcements that made us who we are right this moment, right before the pandemic. And those announcements were received so well that even during the pandemic, the company doubled in size. I mean, think about that for a moment. We're a travel company that doubled in size in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, that tells you got the secret sauce, right? Even the pandemic didn't slow these guys down, but all of this stuff is new. And so as we're getting out there, people are learning about what we got. I mean, more and more people every day are like, hey, whoa, those guys are doing stuff in travel that never been done before. What an amazing program. What an amazing idea. There's a track record there. Company's in its 11th year, debt-free, offices in Madrid, Spain, and California, and 63 countries, and customer service in multiple languages. And there's new people every day that are having their own success story, just like me and Gina, new ones every day that they're saying, oh my gosh, this has changed my life. And the great thing is you can validate every aspect of our company. You do not have to buy this on faith. I mean, you can go to our Facebook page, whoever invited you to be here can tell you how to get there. You can see people from all over the world that are traveling and posting their pictures and their videos and their receipts. You can go meet with your own tax professional. Can I really save hundreds of dollars a month by having a home-based business? This whole thing's free. Again, whose side are you on? And so you can go validate every part of this. We appreciate you guys being here tonight and spending part of your evening with us. By the way, tomorrow night, Thursday night, we're going to have Mr. Danny Bling Bling, Danny Seguinal. He's the #1 income earner in the country of Canada. He's got an amazing story, by the way. He worked at the hospital, everyday guy, just trying to pay the bills, loved to travel, signs up with our company as a customer, starts going all these places, saving huge money. He went to a particular event where there was a couple thousand people there, and he got his room for like 55% off or something like that. So he was there for half the price of everybody else. And he's looking around the room like, wait a minute, how many of these people here, and there were thousands, wish they had the rate I have? So he's flying back home thinking, maybe I ought to start selling this thing, telling other people how they can do this. So he decides to launch a business after being a customer for just a year. His team explodes all over the world. Next thing you know, he's got a multiple 6-figure residual income. So he quits his job at the hospital. Next thing you know, it begins to snow up in Canada, right? He's like, wait a minute, I don't like snow. I don't like cold. I got a multiple 6-figure income on my phone. What am I doing here? So he brings all this stuff to California, same town Gina and I are in. And so he was here for 6 months, right? Out by the swimming pool on the phone, right? Got his shades on, right? Doesn't have to work anymore. Checks show up every Friday, no matter what he does. Well, he's a Canadian, so he can only be here for 6 months, and then the visa expires. So he then he parks his Mercedes in my driveway. He then goes to our driveway. He parks his Mercedes in our driveway. So then he goes to Cabo. He hangs out in Cabo for 6 months. He goes back to Canada, grabs his mom, goes to Punta Cana for 2 months, takes his mom back home, goes to the UK, the Maldives, Bali, Thailand. We hooked up with him last summer. We were in Europe for 3 weeks with Danny. And then a month later, we were in Mexico with Danny, right? Long story short, 15 months after he parks his Mercedes in my driveway, he comes back to get it. The guy was so busy traveling and having fun. His $80,000 Mercedes is sitting in my driveway, right? Finally comes back 15 months later to pick it up. I mean, so this is the kind of lifestyle this guy's leading, all because he wanted to save some money on travel, was a customer. And I said, my gosh, who wouldn't want to do this? Told a few who told a few. He's going to be here tomorrow night. And hearing his story firsthand from him, not just me, as I paraphrase, unbelievably powerful. All you got to do is invite some people to be there. Let Danny share this with everybody. And of course, you're going to start signing people up, and incredible things are going to happen for you the same way they happen for us. So, Miss Gina, any final words?
No, for all the guests tonight, make sure you get back to everybody who invited you here. And like Todd said, we have an amazing call tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then we have an amazing training call on Saturday with Todd and Daryl Roberts, and that'll be at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. And again, me and Gina will, next week, we'll be in Paris this time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll be there with our daughter. We're going to go to Paris. After Paris, we're going to Barcelona. After Barcelona, we're going to Madrid. After Madrid, we may hop over to Malaga, Spain. We're going to Copenhagen. We're going to end up in London. And then we're going to fly from Heathrow back to see my father in Louisville, Kentucky. And then we're going to head over to Miami. And we're going to be there for the incredible, we got the whole yacht experience happening. So we're going to be gone for like a month. But anyway, we will be checking in. You'll be hearing from us from the road. We'll be posting all kinds of stuff. We're going to have some new people here helping Daryl and Maria. These calls will continue. We're going to continue. We're going to be sponsoring people, telling people about the business, guys. So, hey, appreciate every single one of you. Have a great evening and God bless. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.